Hey everyone, and welcome to group break number 111. We got a nice little black diamond mixer here today. We got two boxes of 2020-2021 black diamond. In behind it, you see Carey Price's head poking out for some 2019-20 ice hobby. And then we have three boxes each of 2020-2021 Series 1 retail and 2019-20 Series 2 retail. So fun overall mix, lots of young gun potential, big hit potential with black diamond. I mean, ice always can have some gems in it, so yeah, but here we go. Good luck, everyone. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Here we go. Once, twice, and third time. David on top, Blake on the bottom. And teams 3 times. Here we go. Once, twice, and third time is the charm. So Rangers on top, Vegas on the bottom. Vegas actually somewhat solid. So David, you got the Rangers. Robert with the Washington Capitals. Shane, you've got the Yotes. Edward, you've got the Sharks. Patrick, you've got the Penguins. Jim with the Stars. Mark, you've got Buffalo. Joe with the Panthers, Jared with the Hurricanes, Andy with the LA Kings. They got good quantity in this. Edward, you've got the Devils. Ivy with the Lightning. Lazarus with the Habs. That's a pretty solid team. Joe with the Flyers. Jason, you've got the Wild. Hope we get a Kirill for you. Jordan, you've got the Bruins. Martin with the Canucks. Jean-Francois with the Edmonton Oilers. Martin Boulay, you've got the Columbus Blue Jackets. Gabriel, you've got the Jets. Kenny with the Flames, Matt with the Ottawa Senators, Jeff with the Blues, Stefan with the Ducks, Robert with the Islanders, Jared, you've got the Avalanche, Philip with the Leafs, Gabriel with the Predators, Bill with the Blackhawks, Robert with the Red Wings, and Blake with the Vegas Golden Knights. So there are your teams. I'll get them into the team viewer quickly here. But yeah, thoughts on the trade deadline from my perspective. Honestly, pretty as expected. It was actually a little bit busier than what I was expecting. I was expecting more teams to do their trades, a little bit further out, just because quarantines and all that type of stuff, especially the Canadian teams, but they obviously got the exemption there. So, yeah, some of the trades kind of didn't really shock me. The Canucks spent more. At the very least, they broke even in selling and buying, which isn't great given their team situation, but it could be worse. So, but yeah, there's everyone and their teams, and I'm pretty sure those are correct. Again, if there's ever any discrepancy between the random list and the names on the team here, it will go to the actual randoms on the whatchamacallit, on the sheet from random.org. So, yeah, put my phone on do not disturb so it doesn't bug us. Allow a couple minutes for trades here, as always. And if you do make a trade, just gotta send in. We'll get both of you to send emails with your order numbers and your teams, just to make sure that it's you and confirming all the trades. So, but yeah, we'll give a couple minutes. It's 5:11 now, so probably 2 minutes for our trade deadline here. But yeah, the Mantha deal is one that I think is one of the most polarizing deals, I would say, from the trade deadline, in that I think Mantha is a great player, good pickup for Washington, but also they gave up a decent amount. I mean, Verano wasn't playing in a role that he could have been for them, and I'm sure he'll probably do better in Detroit. He's very good in his own right, but for Detroit to also recognize that, hey, we're not going to be that competitive when Mantha is in his prime, let's get assets for him, is really, really smart. And I think that's one thing that kind of separates the teams that rebuild poorly and teams that rebuild really well, is that, Yzerman's kind of looked at it in Detroit, and Detroit in general has kind of been hey, we are going to, our time to win is going to be not now, not next year, not the year after that, but 2-3 years down the road, we are going to be the top team because we're going to have our best players on entry-level contracts. We'll be able to pick up some good free agents at that time, and they're really just stacking up to make their push all at the same time and be like a much more competitive team for a long period of time, rather than kind of being like, okay, well, we might be able to compete for a playoff spot next year, so let's try and push for that, rather than, you know, it's the mindset of, do we push for a playoff spot or do we go full out and go push for the cup? And at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is win the Stanley Cup, so I think that Detroit approach is the better way, but yeah. And again, it all depends on their drafting, if they can draft well in late rounds, if they get a little bit more lottery luck, but yeah. All right, it's been a couple minutes, so anyways, on to the next side of things. I am not. I am a big... I like a lot of what Mike Gillis did for uniqueness, for hockey and doing things differently. The main reason, like, the stuff that he did that, you know, you shouldn't really gloss over is things like, I know the players all kind of just been like, it's weird, but like the mental side of the game and investing money into making sure that your players are able to perform at the top level is really the key there. And like, yes, he had his best players inherited. Granted, yes. However, he built a really solid core, and again, I think the biggest point behind all of that was that he actually like, there's lots of rumors that he actually proposed a rebuild in 2013 and was rejected by management. And given what we've seen with Linden leaving the team and the rumors around him wanting to do a proper rebuild, and, you know, kind of where we're at now, I think a lot can be said about that. But anyways, that's kind of above my pay grade. So I think the Canucks have some good players. The next 2 years, the end of this year is going to just be brutal no matter what. And, oh yeah, we were going to rip and stack. Great. Sorry, I forgot we do this for retail. But yeah, the end of this year is going to be really tough. Again, your only hopes and expectations for the Canucks for the rest of this year should be that they stay healthy, that the players are allowed to get healthy, they're not rushed back into play. I'm glad the games are getting at least postponed a little bit for them. It's a shame that it had to be that much pressure from JT Miller pretty much eviscerating the NHL and the schedule in the public eye, and it's a shame that he had to do that publicly and it wasn't someone from like either the owner or the management doing that. But, you know, I think long term, like next year is going to be rough. The cap space just isn't there. And then kind of after next year, depending on the contracts, they might be able to. But, you know, you're starting to get into where Tyler Myers is going to be older. Nate Schmidt's going to be older. Like, their play's probably going to decline a little bit. You're not having your two best players on ELCs, and it's going to be tough. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to be a tough time for the Canucks over the next year and a half, and then hopefully they can, you know, not add more bad contracts to the books. So, and Tanner Pearson as a person, great person. As a player, 3.2, like, I mean, happy for him from a player standpoint. Like, that's great. You know, you can never fault a player, and this is kind of my mentality with all the signings, is that you can never fault a player for taking the money that they're given. So, all right, here we go. We got a Young Gun canvas right in the middle. Let's go there. So here we go. Starting things off with an Ottinger Young Gun for the Stars. But yeah, overall, I think it's long-term, they can be okay. Burakovsky for the Avalanche on the canvas. But short-term, not the best outlook. Jamie Benn for the Stars on the jersey. So they've got to get really shrewd with their cap management, and they just haven't been. So Kurashev for Chicago on the Young Guns. And the same can be said about a lot of other teams too. Pacioretty for Vegas on the portraits. I am very excited for Seattle. McKinnon on the Dazzlers. Oh, maybe we didn't have... I thought we had a Young Gun canvas in there, but maybe not. It was just the Dazzlers? Was I missing something? Did I pick up at the wrong point? I thought we had a Young Gun canvas, or was it just the regular canvas? Did one of these actually throw me off that much? Maybe that threw me off. Huh. Anyways, canvas of line A for the Jets. Like it, yeah, that's kind of weird. I thought there was one, but it just ended up being the post. Got me again. Johansson for the Sabres on the Young Guns. There aren't any base variations in retail that I've seen, so don't really have to worry about those. Portraits of Patrick Kane for Chicago. There aren't French variations either, so that is why ripping and stacking it is much better than hobby. As long as, you know, you catch everything. Again, this should all be base here. Yeah. Oh, is a Parisi. The red glove down there messed me up. That's what I think messed me up. Okay. Kind of had that Young Gun canvas look to it. But anyways, yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on the Canucks in the future. I think Seattle's going to be good. You know, one thing you saw at the trade deadline is teams too scared to make deals because of Seattle. I mean, you saw teams pay assets to prepare for the expansion draft. And, you know, if you're doing that heading into the expansion draft, like, you're already losing to the expansion team. So they're going to be like, the best thing to do is just to kind of like, okay, we're going to lose a player on our team. As long as it's not a core guy, that's fine. Don't overthink it too much. Like, you know, Carolina's going to lose a good player. So I am a Kraken fan. I am fully a Kraken fan. So, Philip, here, we'll pull this up. Philip has the Leafs. But, I like Seattle's management group. I like the fact that they have a very diverse staff between both, like, analytic hockey people and just, you know, lots of different backgrounds in there. So I'm a big fan of that, and honestly, the jerseys are really sick. Yeah, it's just exciting. Like, I don't know, I love the whole expansion draft concept. Like, it is one of my favorite things to do whenever I would play like NHL. I'd always do like expansion drafts just because they're fun, or like fantasy drafts. I like to see like big shakeups in the league, and there's no bigger shakeup in the league than a new team. So somewheres I have my Vegas shirt from when they entered the league and made the playoffs, and got my playoff shirt from them. So just kind of always cool. Anyways, next stack. Marner on the Dazzlers for the Leafs. So, like, I'll still cheer for the Canucks, but Hischier for the Stars. Or, Stars, sorry, Devils. True for the Sharks. I'll still cheer for the Canucks, and, like, hope for success for their players, but, like, I don't know. It's just, it's really enticing to be a Kraken fan. And that's all base. So, I like the team name. I like the logo. Benson for the Oilers. Stuff like that. Geeky for the Hurricanes on the Young Guns. Nice one there. Young Gun canvas. There we go. Bellows for the Islanders. So we did have one. Just in the other half. And there he is. Kravtsov for the Rangers. I knew we had a Ranger Young Gun, but I didn't think it was live. So, and Aho for the Hurricanes. So that is everything. That should be our 6 Young Guns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the bonus jersey, and all of our other stuff. Yep. Yeah, they're similar. They're different but similar type of thing. I mean, it's a hockey jersey, right? There's a lot of stuff that you can do, but I love the color scheme, so I like the color scheme. The logo's really nice. I don't know. It's just, I have my Kraken hoodie. I have a t-shirt. I was going to get a toque, but I couldn't find one online. So I just wore my Canada toque the whole time. But yeah. I still have a Canucks toque somewhere, but yeah. I'm looking forward to Seattle. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a new rivalry between the Canucks and Seattle, and honestly, like, there's some weird timelines here where the Canucks actually can or like Seattle might, offer sheet a Canucks player type of thing. Like, I mean, looking at the expansion draft, Seattle's going to be lacking really good forwards, and it is the same thing as Vegas. Vegas was going to be good on defense. Goaltending would be fine. Forwards, they'd be okay, but not great. And then all of a sudden, Florida's just like, yo, here's 2 top 6 forwards. Just give us a 4th round pick. And, I mean, the rest is history. So, I don't think anyone saw William Karlsson becoming a first-line center, becoming a solid player. I think some people definitely saw. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see all the trades that happen, what teams kind of learn their lessons, what Carolina's going to do. Because Carolina's losing a good player to Seattle. It doesn't matter. Like, they'd have to trade away half their roster. Their roster's so deep and so good that they're just going to lose a good player to Seattle. And there's not much that they can do about it. So it'll be interesting to just be like, oh, well, we'll just lose someone and not really worry too much about it. But yeah, I'm so excited for that expansion draft. So for Hagee for the Bolts on the rookie. Panarin for the Rangers. Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. There's rumors of him going to Edmonton, which I think would be interesting. Dubnyk for the Wild. He bounced around teams in the past year. Texier for Columbus on the rookie material, so nice little bonus there. Dobson for the Islanders on the portraits. Yeah, the design's fairly similar, but Hag for the Golden Knights. There's only so much you can do, in theory. Fleury for the Habs. I do wish there were points where they pushed it, but maybe they will with like an alternate. Hag for Vegas. Galchenyuk for the Penguins. That's a player who's changed a lot of teams in the past little bit. Lafferty for the Penguins on the Young Guns. And it's nice to see Galchenyuk bounce back. So Frederick for the Bruins on the portraits. And that's the first stack done. Yeah, I think, like, long-term NHL-wise, like, teams to look out for, Tampa's going to be just constantly good. They've got probably, I would say, the best GM in the league and some of the best cap management. Julian Breezeball was who I wanted the Canucks to get when Benning was hired, because just looking at, like, how Tampa's minor team was developed and, like, they're kind of reading into stuff about how good and how, like, kind of how they think the game. So, like, yeah, the Yakupov and Galchenyuk draft was just bizarre. And, like, I don't think you can really blame the Oilers for taking Yakupov first overall. Like, the thing to remember with Yakupov is that he was still, like, a solid player for a few years. Like, he was fine. Galchenyuk, like, was fine for a few years, and he kind of lost his mojo, but now he's back again. You know, like, not every first overall pick is going to be a home run. Not every first overall pick is going to be a, Hart Trophy winner and then get traded for nothing numerous times, but but yeah. The Oilers are weird, man. Fleury for the Habs on the blue OPG rookie. Suzuki for the Habs on the base OPG rookie. Zadina for the Red Wings on the Young Guns. Be exciting to see what he does in the next few years. Holtby for the Capitals. I think this is a base. Yeah, this is a base pack. Yeah, I mean, Jones for the Ducks. Like, it's the same thing as Nichushkin. I think Nichushkin would have been better in better usage, but Premu for the Habs. On the Young Guns. Clifton for the Bruins on the retro. Like, you know, Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I completely forgot what I was saying. Leonard for Chicago on the canvas. So, Timoshaw for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Yeah, I mean, Hall's just wanting to play and do well, right? Boquist for the Devils on the portraits. Like, it's got to be frustrating as a player who's, like, obviously very talented and very good. Like, has won a Hart Trophy, won 2 Memorial Cups, and all this stuff, and then to be labeled as, like, the team's problem over and over again when the same people go out and be like, they just be like, you can't single out one player for being responsible for that team. Hockey's a team sport, but also when there's one player that is on a bunch of losing teams, they just be like, that one player is clearly the problem, and it's not the team around them. So, you know, I think part of it's probably frustration. He's also probably, like, tired because it's been a long year, man. I hope Taylor Hall just lights it up. I really want to see him succeed, and I think he can. Like, he's still a good player. Still a great player. So. But if you were to tell me at the start of the year that Janmark would get essentially the same return as Taylor Hall, I would have laughed at you for a long time. But here we are. I'm shocked he didn't fetch a first. There were the rumors that he would have with the Islanders, but that because the Devils threw in Zajac into the Palmieri trade, that kind of sweetened it. Yep, I can do that. I think you got Chicago. So. Yeah, Detroit's going to be interesting. I think, like, they won't be good next year. The year after, I think you might start to see them kind of make a big push. And then kind of 2 years down the road, they'll start to be really, really, really good. Foligno getting a first with that much cap retention didn't surprise me. Because, like, you're asking the team to eat a lot of salary there. And he's still solid defensively. He doesn't give you much offensively, but, like, defensively he's fine. Maybe it'll free up their systems to do a little bit more. I mean, one of the best ways to not have to worry about goaltending is being good defensively, so. Any Buffalo yet? I don't think so. Maybe like a minor insert or something like that, but nothing major. So, here we go. Geeky for the Hurricanes, so looking like we're on the same run here. You'll Levy for the Canucks on the Young Gun canvas. All base. Oh no, you did get a Young Gun. Bodam for Chicago. You got the Jonas Johansson Young Gun for Buffalo. The Banjad for the Rangers. Trying to think if there is anything else, but I think that's it. Carey Price for the Habs. Zagadulin for the Flames on the Young Guns. It's a little bit of a different crop here. And Rask for the Bruins. And that is it on the base. But yeah. It'll be an interesting playoffs. Colorado is going to be a team to watch, obviously, if they can stay healthy. And I mean, even if they can't stay healthy, they have so much depth that it's just nuts. Like, it's crazy that they were without McCarr, McKinnon, Byram even for a decent stretch, and they're fine. Like, standing-wise, they're fine. Everything-wise, they're fine. That's just nuts. Losing, like, your top 2 players at the same time with, like, some of your best supporting players. Just speaks to, like, how well they're built and how deep of a roster they have. And like that franchise turning around is like pretty much comes to them firing Patrick Waugh and leaning into analytics more, which is really funny because yeah, Stamkos on LTIR is kind of poor. It sucks. Like, it sucks seeing players just have constant health issues. You know, it's one of those, like, if Eric Lindros was healthy. Could you imagine Eric Lindros playing hockey right now? Like, if he was fully healthy, you just put his build into today's game. Like, dude would be insane. Would just run people over. Imagine like a faster, more talented version of Lucic. Like faster, more talented than Prime Lucic. And Prime Lucic was a really, really good player. Vancouver Giant legend, by the way. Larmy for the Penguins on the Young Guns. Krejci for the Bruins. And yeah, Lucic just played his 1000th game, which is good. Colin White for the Senators on the jersey. You know, he's a player who's got his share of warts, but Korshkov for the Leafs on the Young Guns. But for the most part, like, really good career. Kind of defied odds a little bit. Yossi for the Predators. And he's still, like, he's slow, but he's still, like, solid. Stone for the Dazzlers. Is he worth his contract? Heck no. Is he a solid player? Yeah. Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. And there's a Byram for the Avs. That's a good one to get. That's the first sleeve and top load Young Gun, I think. We'll put him on display. Is it because I like Byram a lot? Maybe. But he is also legitimately the second best Young Gun in the crop, so. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything here. Didn't miss anything. Nope, nope, nope. And Robertson for the Stars. Actually, he might be second best now on the rookie portraits. Big Robertson fan here, too. I picked up his Young Guns exclusives at the release of Series 1 for, like, the price of what his regular Young Gun is going for right now. So I am very happy with that purchase. He was one of my ones to look out for, though. So, in fairness, I was very prepared. Very good OHL career, good stats everywhere he's gone. Good AHL numbers for his age. Playing on a team that needs, you know, a top 6 forward. So he'll be getting minutes. And yeah, lo and behold. Rasmus Dahlin, by the way, also looking better. Doesn't look like, he looks like a totally different defenseman under Granato. And that's great. Like, seeing him thrive makes me really happy, so. I think there's a really good quote today, and it was kind of like a whole answer about how, like, they're playing within their systems, but they're also learning on the fly and, like, trying to have fun and learn. And as a coach, I think his quotes are really, really, like, and what he's saying, as long as they're doing that, is really important, because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun playing hockey, you're not really learning. Like, it's kind of like they're just there to kind of survive in the season and then improve in the off season. And he's like, no, you can improve during the season. And that's a really important lesson, I think. You know, just being able to go out and have fun, enjoy the game, because, like, at the end of the day, if you're having fun, you're making plays, you're enjoying the game, like, you're probably going to improve. You don't get better just by trying to survive and sticking to systems all the time. That's what you do when, you know, you need to win a game. Sure, that can work. Like, look at the Canucks against Vegas in the playoffs last year. Like, they needed to win games, and so their way to win games was just to shut down and just minimize everything that they possibly could, and hey, it got them to Game 7. But, like, that's not sustainable, and that's not how you improve or win. So, anyways, enough about that. Verhaeghe for the Lightning. We're going to have a similar run here on the inserts, I think. Panarin for the Rangers. Costin for the Blues. If you're not familiar with Series 2 retail from last year, and even every year Panarin for the Rangers on the canvas, you kind of run into similar OPG cards in each box. So Hirose for the Red Wings on the rookie materials. Bemstrom for the Blue Jackets. So like the crop of OPG cards normally stick together. The crop of portraits normally stick together. Grunstrom for the Kings. Timmins for the Avs on the retro. Hag for Vegas. Johansson for the Predators on the canvas. Kakinen for the Wild. Actually a solid young gun. Kind of glossed over last year, but really good numbers. Looking decent for the Sharks on the portraits. So it's funny how sometimes some players just pop up and be like, no, I'm good now. Or, you give them the chance. So yeah, I like seeing, Buffalo kind of doing better. Their coach being more about just making plays and trying to have fun and learn and grow. And I think that's just an important lesson to anyone. Whether, you're coaching a hockey team or just going about your day-to-day life, yeah, you can always follow your quote-unquote systems, whatever they are. But try to remember to have fun and try to remember to improve on yourself. And that's how you get better, right? If you're not enjoying something, then it's pretty hard to get better at it type of thing, right? So, as like just one of the best quotes I've heard from a hockey coach in a long time. And a very, very refreshing take on the game. And I think hockey needs voices like that. So rather than the good old tried and true, you've got to follow the systems. If you don't follow the systems, you're out. Like, oh, you made that giveaway while you're trying to make a play. Like, you got to sit on the bench. It's like, no, you made that giveaway while you tried to make a play. Was it the right call? Maybe, maybe not. Did you get lucky, unlucky, stuff like that? So, I don't know. I think it's just exciting for hockey when you get different viewpoints in. Glass for Vegas on the blue OPG rookie. Suzuki for the Habs. Because, like, that's how the sport grows too, right? Luoto for the Jets. You get different people, different philosophies. You get more exciting styles, probably. Clefbaum for the Oilers. You get more skilled players, which is always exciting. Timmins for the Avs. As much as we all criticize Bettman and stuff, him keeping the Yotes in Arizona. Oh, that's a good one. Kirby Dack for Chicago. We'll sleeve that one. Him keeping the Yotes in Chicago probably was a key contributor to Austin Matthews being a hockey player. If it wasn't for that, or the insistence on it, like, you probably wouldn't have Austin Matthews. And by the end of his career, he's going to be a top 100 hockey player. Like, Matthews is really, really good. And to think, like, if hockey wasn't in Phoenix, he might not be a hockey player. Bemstrom for the Blue Jackets. So, Merzlikins for the Blue Jackets. Paling for the Habs on the Young Gun canvas. That was a sleeve and top load last year. No, not so much. Merzlikins again on the Young Gun. So, double dip in there. Elvis has entered the building. And Lafferty for the Penguins. But yeah, that's kind of my takes on all that stuff. I think the best sports are the ones that kind of grow and adapt with time, and embrace positive change. You're seeing it a little bit in golf with Bryson DeChambeau hitting the ball further than everyone, and like, instead of trying to do what they did and prevent him from that, where they made like the fairways really tough, the fairways really narrow and like the roughs really tough. What that did is it's just like, well, okay, if I hit the ball 350 yards but I'm in the rough versus 200 yards and I might be in the rough, like, I'd just rather be further and in the rough. So retail does not have French or suit variations. At least it shouldn't. I don't know. I've seen a lot of it, and I haven't seen one. It does have the draft SPs, the puck drops, the day with the cups, flashbacks, but they're all super rare. So, like, multi-retail case hits. So, but you can get some of the like rare base parallels, like the actual insert base, I would call them. Not so much the like French variations and stuff. But yeah, there's no calls for French variations or anything like that on here. So yeah. Alright, I'm excited for Black Diamond though. Oh, it just, the design this year just is so nice. It is really like a top tier product to me for design. And it looks like, from what I've seen at least, it looks like the edges of the cards look pretty clean. That's been one of the biggest issues with products like that in the past, so. But yeah, so we'll be Black Diamond. We won't do like a straight inner case of it, just because A, we don't have a ton of it, and B, the risk reward of it is just, I don't know. It feels better for mixers like this because you just get extra value through Young Guns, through stuff like that, and like retail Series 1 and Series 2 are so slept on, especially for breaks, right? Because it's just, you get all the Young Guns, you get all the goodies, and then you get the high-end hits later, and it's just nice. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything here, because this is a weird start with no Young Gun right off the bat. Quick for the Kings on the canvas. There we go. Zamula for the Flyers. And Bergeron for the Bruins on the portraits. Should be our next hit. Seguin for the Stars. Yeah, I get, it's one of those tough things. The Banjad for the Rangers on the canvas. Sticker autos are always a tough thing. Liljegren for the Leafs on the Young Guns. Because, like, especially this year, you kind of have to have them for early products. Like, as much as you want on-card everything, it is really tough to get on-card autos, especially during a pandemic. Barkov for the Panthers on the portraits. Did we only get 2 Young Guns in that? Yeah, only 2 Young Guns in that half. It's tough, right? Because on-card autos just, they add more delays, they add more time, I mean, the products have been delayed in general, but like, it's tough to get them. And yeah, on high-end products, I totally agree. Like, you should try to not have them. Like, honestly, seeing National Treasures basketball and football, which are expensive products, and have sticker autos, it's kind of frustrating. I'm glad at least the cup doesn't have anything quite like that. Like, Chronology had some, like the triple autos were stickers for Chronology, because I have the Sedins and Luongo one, and that was like, you just wish that card was on card, but at the same time, it has to go to 3 people, and you know, given the restrictions, it's probably a little bit tougher to get that. So, but yeah, like, would love to see on-card autos in it, but at the same time, given that it's like an early year release, so it's harder to get autos to begin with. Yeah, and to that point, like, if the product isn't really gonna have on-card autos, it's finding a way to make it not about the autos and the memorabilia. And like, that's why I like Black Diamond to that extent, is because your chase hits aren't really your rookie autos or your rookie patch autos. Like, they're nice, but your main chase hits are definitely the, well, outside of Exquisite, obviously. Your main chase hits are the rookie gems. So, to me, that's why it's really nice. But yeah, the silver on black cards are beautiful. And there are ways that you can design sticker autos to look good as well. So, McKinnon Dazzlers for the Avalanche. Burns for the Sharks on the canvas. Peyton Krebs for Vegas on the Young Guns. Good one there. Not a sleeve and top load right now, but long term, like next year, 2 years from now, I think we'll be saying that he's a sleeve and top load. So just a lot of base. Carlson for the Capitals. Belzile for the Habs. Suzuki for the Habs. Jersey of Lindholm for the Flames. McLeod for the Oilers. And Pedersen for the Canucks. Did we get all of our slated Young Guns there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 5. So are we missing one? Let's see. It's easier to check via the back. Feels like we're one short. Because that first pack fell off. So. Alright. If we are one short, Bug-eyed, no idea on that, to be honest. We'll have a break each week kind of type of thing, but it just depends on when stuff comes in. And the best way, again, is to follow kind of on social media for upcoming releases, stuff like that. But yeah. So only 5 Young Guns. What I will do then in that case is... here we got... What are our options? We got 17-18 Wave 2 or 19-20 Wave 1. Let me know which one of these two. We'll do a random at the end of the break for just because we're missing the Young Gun. We'll just do a random at the end of the break for that. So let me know which one you'd rather see for that random. And we'll just do that to make up for the missing hit there. So... if it were me personally, I'd probably say 1920 series or wave. That was wave 1, but 1920, yeah. All right, that would be the one that I would personally say. So, ooh, we got one for 17-18 though. All right, so third person's a tiebreaker here. 1920. All right. So we'll random that off at the end. That's just, you know, it's just a nice little insurance type of thing for the missing Young Gun. It's not gonna be quite a Young Gun, but at the same time, you know, the frustrating part is knowing some of the crops that McLeod is sometimes with laugh, but you never know. Both. Can't do both. I can do one. You just gotta make sure I have some stuff in case people get shut out too. So in this break, it's less of a bigger thing, but. Or in case something like this happens in the future too. That's the bigger thing. So, I haven't heard back from Artifacts or about the Series 2K. I'm going to bump up that email. I got to remind myself to do that tomorrow. Just because we had that one Artifacts box that was missing hits. So, normally they help out with that and just send hits in. So, I will pull up the team viewer for you. That is the best, probably the best way. So leave it up for a few minutes, but also if you let me know your name, I can like name and first initial or first 2 initials. I can normally pull it up as well very quickly just because I got the sheet right beside me. So yeah, good old Tyler Benson doing well too. I do not. I am the breaker. That is the roll. I do not. So, all right. Back to here. I shopped at Zephyr long before I actually started working there. Kako for the Rangers. Nice one there on the OPG rookie. Duchesne for the Preds. You've got a Ulevi Young Gun canvas. like some inserts and stuff. Stanichka for the Bruins on the Young Guns, but nothing major. So Kevin Hayes for the Flyers. So no rookie materials, I guess. Yeah, no rookie materials. That's normally the rookie materials slot. Kako for the Rangers on the rookie portraits. Yeah, PhD in Breakology. That's how that's going to go on my resume. Wallstrom for the Islanders. He's trending upwards. Frost for the Flyers. Favery for the Capitals. Rask for the Bruins. Apologies if you can hear my cat scratching at the door in the background. Trevor Moore for the Leafs. She misses me. McEachran for the Blues. Has a little bit of separation anxiety, so... Yeah, I think main thing for the Canucks, honestly, is literally the I think you've got, like, maybe Pettersson portraits and, like, the Yolevi Young Gun canvas for sure. But outside of that, like, nothing major. Canucks are a solid team in this mix, though. Yeah, the other night I posted a video on my Twitter, or yesterday, I guess yesterday kind of morning. My cat likes to jump at random light reflections, and like any light reflection, and she was kind of hiding. I said this in the break yesterday, I think too, but she was like behind, like I was sitting on the couch on my laptop doing work, and like all of a sudden I just saw her jump up the wall over the couch type of thing, like, and then goes down and then jumps up again. And goes down, jumps up again, trying to get the light. And it was just like popping up and down at perfect intervals that it looked like it was just on a video on loop. And it was the funniest thing. It went on for like probably 5-10 minutes. And it was, well, it was great. There's never a dull moment with her. So, Farabee for the Flyers, that's a pretty solid one. I'll sleeve that one after here. Sabrin for the Senators on the retro. Bjorn Fott for the Kings. Bobrovsky for the Panthers. Pitlick for the Predators on the Young Guns. Mikheyev for the Leafs. Tworansky for the Flyers on the blue. Here we'll good stop point there. So we're definitely going to do ice first, obviously, then black diamond, but ice is in here just kind of as a nice little extra hobby box. The Bruins are a little bit better in 1920 as well, so it helps out there with them, the Kings as well. So it just kind of helps spread the overall breakout. So Sandin for the Leafs. Bemstrom for the Blue Jackets. Tays for Chicago on the canvas. Boquist for the Devils on the rookie retro. And Timashov for the Leafs. Rookie portraits. There we go. Honestly, pretty... I don't want to say lackluster, but like below average on the retail. Like we hit Doc. Doc's one of the best ones you can get from Series 2. We hit Byron, one of the best that you can get from Series 1. Farabee solid. We hit Zadina. We hit a couple Merzlikins. Like, just no Makar, Suzuki kind of is meh, but... And it's not the worst. It's just not the best. I have not seen that. However, there have been some weird machining errors before, so... I mean, these are my favorite machining errors, just on the base. So, it happens. It's unfortunate. Upper Deck, I will say this, like whenever you have issues with cards, Upper Deck does a really good job of taking care. So, but yeah, if something like that happens, I'll be sure to reach out to them and try to work it out. So, or actually, depending on like how bad the damage is, like if it's really bad, I'll email you and just kind of work it out to see if you want us to just kind of go through it, or if you want just to have the card shipped to you and then you can deal with it type of thing. So Hischier for the Devils on the green, And a $12.99 Olivier for Nashville. But yeah, I have not seen that. Is it a specific subset or is it like a single card? Yeah, we got a Sub-Zero on the back here. Green of Hall for the Yotes. And to $4.99 Gruncham for the Kings. And Texier to $9.99 on the Sub-Zero. Next up should be our jersey card. And it is an orange of McKinnon for the Avalanche and Bjornfot for the Kings on the jersey. This is probably an exquisite. Yep, looks like just a base exquisite. Still hunting for getting one of those retro patch autos, but Bergeron for the Bruins and Adam Fox for the Rangers on the exquisite. Base to $3.99. Not a bad one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that can be an issue. Couture for the Sharks, and it looks like we got some sort. Oh, that's solid. For the Colorado Avalanche, Joe Sakic, Glacial Grass. I believe this is an update from 1819. Yep, 1819 nice update. Nice one there for the Avs. Who had him? Jared. There you go. So no Makar, but Byram and Sakic. I think you'll take that. Here, you can go in the middle. So, and that's just why Ice is in here, because you can get some good stuff out of it. And, like, honestly, if you hit an Ice rookies out of 99, even if it's not the best player, it's still a solid pull. So, all right, Black Diamond box 1. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Again, hopefully we get a Diamond Relic here. I think it's one off the back in terms of ordering. So, from what I've seen. But, yeah, I love the design of it. Every year the design's always good, but this year especially, it just looks really solid. So, Bill. Yes, let me. Where is let me just note that. All right, here we go. I just put a note down for that, so. Never have you wanted to see a Matthews. I mean, Toronto's got, you got Robertson there too. See, this pack does not to open. There we go. All right. So I think it's one off the back, if I'm not, well, you got the first player, so I think it's one off the back, and then we go. All right, exquisite rookie to $2.99 of Sorokin for the Islanders. Oh, the base, these are just beautiful. Marner to $3.49 on the base. I'm just gonna see what view we want to go in here. That can go last, I think. Yeah, I guess this goes last. Yeah, okay, we'll go to the back. We'll go 2 off the back again. For Chicago, we've got Diamond Mine Dual Relics of Strome and DeBrincat. These are 180 points. Not numbered on that, right? Yeah, no numbering that I can see. That goes, yeah, 180s go there. For the Buffalo Sabres, rookie gems, these are nice, of Dylan Cousins. Yeah, the double relics kind of are a big, they look nice, but like in the product, it's kind of overall. Nice Cousins though to $3.99. Full sleeve and top load that at the very least. Next up, we got a Black Diamond signature. I love the base though. The Marner base is really nice. Of Parayko for the Blues to $99. These are really, really sharp looking cards. And for a team that doesn't do super well, we got the team logo jumbos of Patrice Bergeron for the Bruins to $5. Got a nice Winnie the Pooh Bear on there. So always happy when you see a Pooh Bear patch. Even if it's a manufactured patch, it's still nice. And like honestly, rather than a base card, having the manufactured patches are cool. So that's one of the other thing I like about Black Diamond is that it's just like, okay, we might not get full patches or stuff, but we'll at least like make some collectible sets. So that is to 5. Yeah. So really nice Pooh Bear to 5. Fun fact, that is very similar to the translation from Patrick Liney's gamer tag. It's very close to Pooh Bear. So, all right, and here we go. Last pack. Ooh, I think we got a diamond here, so we'll save that to the end. We'll definitely save that to the end. One off the back. To 99, Josh Norris for the Senators on the rookie. I'm just going to check the ordering here. Yeah, I guess it's just off the back. Yeah, we'll just go straight off the back. We got Draisaitl for the Oilers on the relics. The Diamond Mine relics. Not numbered on those, I don't think. No. Diamond Futures to 349 of Norris for the Senators. This is a Josh Norris box. Diamond Futures for the Stars of Jason Robertson to 349. We got the Jack Hughes base at 349 for the Devils. And to 49, it's the Josh Norris box for the Senators. So, Senators, congrats on your triple Norris in a single box. Those are the rubies, I believe. So, nice little rubies in there. Shining a little bit. It's hard to kind of see, but there are ruby gems in there. So, yeah. Cool card. That's it for the... Oh, we got the one random to do for everyone. So, I mean, triple Norris. If you're a defenseman, that's a really good break. So, that is... Who had Ottawa? Ottawa was Matt. Congrats. Yeah, let's get you a little stand. We can move this to the side here. Yeah, overall, like, some cool stuff. Nothing super... I mean, Norris is good. Norris is one of the better rookies, I think, this year. So, it's just he's on Ottawa. So, but yeah, good stuff. Nice little triple Norris. You got his Exquisite to 99, the double Diamond Ruby to 49, the Diamond Futures for that. And we'll have these overtime pack between everyone. We'll just random the teams. Actually, we'll just... random the names. Randoming the names is probably easier than the teams here. So, all right, here we go. Team random. Head back over to random.org. Again, this is just for the overtime pack because we were missing the one young gun here. So, there we go. 3 times on the names. Whoever is on top, you get the overtime pack. So 3 times. Once. Twice. Billy, you're on top twice in a row. 3rd time, you cannot sweep it. It goes to Gabriel. So, congrats everyone, especially to Ottawa on the triple Norris. That is pretty nuts out of 6 cards. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. Hopefully everyone had a fun break. And I mean, yeah, pretty, like, overall for the mixer, some cool stuff. The Patrice Bergeron's honestly like one of my favorite cards just because the Pooh Bear patch. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways, that's about it for tonight's break. See you tomorrow where we've got the 3 straight years of Series 2 going head to head. That's going to be a really fun break. Lots of big young gun potential there. And so hopefully we can get something crazy. The last time we did a break like that, I think we hit a high gloss young gun. So hopefully we can do that this time. So anyways, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.